Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Honorary members of the school, my dear students, our esteemed parents, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I, Shahana Akhtar, on behalf of LakeHead Grammar School, welcome you all to our Green Deen event. The main objective of Green Deen is to build leadership skills and to establish the sense of stewardship of Muslims in the students. The students will be the leaders of tomorrow, so it is important for them to understand now that our Deen requires us to live in a sustainable manner. The visionaries of LakeHead Grammar School came up with a 5-year plan to spread environmental awareness back in 2010. This annual event came to be known as the Green Deen. Each year, the events were designed with different themes in mind. The first year, recycling; second year, water; third year, earth; the fourth year, air; and this year, ending with climate change and global warming. Dear all, I welcome you in our last event of Green Deen. To mark the last year of glorious 5-year-long Green Deen event, we have published our first Green Deen magazine, Go Green. I congratulate our LakeHead family on this success. Magazines are available near the entrance. Please be part of our joyous moment. Let's now move on to the program schedule. Dear all, we have divided the program into 2 parts. In the first part, Class 7 students, boys, will be holding presentation addressing the issues related to global warming and climate change. In the second half, PUI Drama Club will be staging a play, The Tale of a Mountain. Throughout the session, please overlook our shortcomings and praise the hard work and efforts of her students. Now please welcome our Class 7 students. Our first presenter is Ashab Ahsan Chaudhary, and he will be presenting on climate change.
Assalamu alaikum everybody, my name is Ashab and today I'll be giving a speech about the climate change. Now before I start, I would like to make one thing clear. Climate change is not seasonal change. I will elaborate that in more but later. Now, but for now, let's talk about climate change. Now, climate change is the changes in the climate system, basically making the Earth hotter, and it usually takes up 30 years or longer, or you can say in decades. Okay, now, remember what I said about climate change not being seasonal change? Now let me elaborate on that. Climate change is not seasonal change because climate change, it's a permanent effect. It will live forever, while season change, it changes throughout the months. I would also like to point out the fact that seasonal change can include things like summer and winter, while climate change only increases the temperature. With climate change, it comes its effects. Climate change can include higher temperature, changes in rainfall, changes in nature, sea level rising, and ice sheets, retreating glaciers, and sea ice. Now, higher temperature is because of the greenhouse effect. The changes in rainfall is due to the changes in precipitation, basically rainfall coming in earlier or later. This can change up the entire climate. Now, changes in nature can also include the changes in the behavior of some species. For example, birds coming in later or earlier, some animals migrating or hibernating. Now, let's talk about the greenhouse effect. Now, the greenhouse effect is when some gases block the Earth's heat, so the sun's heat. When the sun enters the Earth, the heat tries to again escape to the space, but some of the gases, it stops the heat and then basically makes the Earth increase drastically in terms of temperature. Now, I'd also like to, in Surah Mulk, Ayat 15, it is said that it is He who made the earth tame for you, so walk among its slopes and eat His provision, and Him is the resurrection. Now, what this generally means is that Allah made the earth for us. He made the earth so that we can live in it. He has provided us resources and told us to use it wisely. But in the recent years, we have been using these resources and exploiting these so much that the earth is being damaged and hampered in various ways. Now, as Allah's representatives, we should also act like His representatives. We should make the earth clean for the generations after, so that they can live without the earth being hampered or damaged in ways, and changing their lifestyle into the beautiful lifestyle that we have now. Okay, Assalamu alaikum everybody. I'd like to thank all of you to listening to my speech.
The next presenter is Nahia Muhammad. The topic is global warming.
Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Nahia Muhammad and today I'm going to be making a presentation on global warming. So let's start off with this imagery. What do we understand about this image? This image shows that part of the earth in the past, part of the earth was, in the past it was normal, and now due to global warming you can see what is happening at that point. So let's start off by knowing what is global warming. Global warming is the gradual increase of the earth's atmosphere and its ocean, a change that is believed to be permanent, So what are the causes of global warming? If someone wants to know the causes of global warming, they have to first know what fossil fuels are. Fossil fuels are things that we use, to get electricity, fuels, and more. So why would we need to, if we burn fossil fuels, it releases CO2. So why would we need to burn fossil fuels? Fossil fuels, need to burn them for power plants to generate electricity, for transportation so that we get fuels, and also for the industrial process. So one of the major emissions of greenhouse gas is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor, these three gases are known as the greenhouse gases. When these three gases together form a layer over the Earth's atmosphere, this layer prevents heat from escaping the Earth, but it enables the sun's heat to come to the Earth. You can understand this layer as a blanket. So what are the functions of a blanket? When you put on a blanket, it keeps your body warm. So this is the same thing. It doesn't let the heat escape us, but it gives us more heat. So now let's talk about the effects of global warming. One of the major effects of global warming is the melting of ice caps in the polar regions. And due to this, all the water bodies being connected, the water bodies is rising. The ice caps are melting, so in an area, the water is increasing. So all the water bodies are connected. So if the water in one area increases, obviously the water will also increase in the other areas, thus causing floods. So why is it increased rainfall and snowfall? First of all, let's understand, where do we get rainfall and snowfall from? We get it from evaporation of water. So when there is excess water, there is excess evaporation, thus causing excess rainfall and snowfall. Some other effects of global warming is hurricanes and other storms becoming even stronger, floods and droughts, as I mentioned before, and the ecosystem might change. The ecosystem changing meaning that some of the animals have their own style. They live in certain areas, but if the area changes, they can't manage to the change, so they die. And another thing could be animals could be hugely successful, and this could be bad. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, "The world is sweet and green, and verily Allah sent you as a vicegerent in order to see how you act." This point means that when we came to the earth was green and it was beautiful, but from then on, whatever happened on the earth, it's all up to us. So we can decide whether to do good with it or whether to do bad. The Allah's Messenger also said, peace be upon him, removing a harmful object from the road is charity. This point means that, for example, if there's a rock on your way and you're walking, so if you stumble upon the rock and if another person sees that there's a rock before that, he can move the rock so that you don't stumble upon it. This point is meaning that. So think how much important it is to save the earth. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum.
Our third and final presenter is Muhammad Ibrahim Hamza, and his topic is tackling the issues of climate change and global warming.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Ibrahim Hamza, and today I'm going to be talking about steps taken to counter global warming and climate change. Now basically I'm going to be going over 3 points. What the authority is doing to go and change global warming, what we are doing on a daily basis and what the school is doing. So what are the authorities actually doing? Now the authorities have made different protocols like the Kyoto Protocol or the Rio Treaty or the Stewardship Act, which basically goes over 3 points. First of all, use more renewable products and energy. Sequestration of carbon dioxide, meaning to store it away. And to limit or reduce emissions of carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases. Next, we're going to be talking about what LakeHead Grammar does on a daily basis to prevent global warming. Now, LakeHead Grammar recycles materials and stuff in green Deen, which helps to reduce the amounts of carbon dioxide given off, making them per year. We also do campaigns which instills values into students that we shouldn't be wasting energy. Now I'll give you an example here. Before the school is shut down, before the weekends, the Kalas turn off the lights and fans and other electronic products which consume a lot of power. Now in the weekends they're turned off so that they don't consume any power. And LakeHead Grammar uses renewable products, and they also use efficient bulbs, lights, and different types of electronics which don't consume as much as power. Now, what can you do on a daily basis to change and counter global warming and climate change? You can use a handheld lawnmower instead of a motorized one, which will reduce 80 pounds of carbon dioxide emissions per year. You can also use fridges which are new instead of old ones. They're more efficient, they use less energy, and they don't give off chlorofluorogases which harm the environment. You can also buy foods which packets you can turn into, which you can basically recycle and then send away to recycling plants so that they can be reused again, so that you don't have to spend as much to buy new ones. Now you can also buy new washing machines which use less power and less water, meaning it'll cut down on your bills. And now you can also use solar power plants which can be used to boil water at homes, because nobody wants to, take a shower in cold water now, do they? Now they can also be used to power your homes. Now you can also recycle stuff at home which you normally throw away, like glass or metals or cardboard stuff or even newspapers. See, it takes a lot of money to make them and a lot of energy. You'll be helping yourself and the world. Now, you can also use public transports, not every day, maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, but you don't have to use them every day. But when you travel in a group, you use up less energy than when you're traveling at once. I'll give you an example. One guy is traveling in one car. If 5 guys were traveling in the same car, they didn't have to take their own car, and they didn't want to have to use up more energy and fossil fuels. Now next, I'll talk about how you can insulate your home and save up on heating costs. You can also buy a more efficient car which uses up less fossil fuels. Thank you everyone for bearing with me. Assalamu alaikum.
Now I welcome you to the second part of the program. But before we start our day, we want to thank our teachers Irana Tashfi Shifa and Shanas Parvin Huma for the stage decoration and the props. And also one of our parents, Samir Ansari, for volunteering and cooperating with our work and helping us out. I welcome you all for the stage performance done by our PY Drama Club. Zara? Hello?
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a happy family. Happily ever after. Okay, stop! This is not the story that we are going to tell you today, but we wish We had a happy story like every other story. Okay, let's start. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a happy family. They lived happily ever after. It was a family of mountains. There was Grandpa Mountain and his beloved grandson, Tiny Hill.
They were living together ever since. In the morning, the sun would rise in the blessing of sunlight.
Sabah al-Khair, how are you all? Are you enjoying this beautiful morning?
Ah, such beauty, sister. May you always shine like this.
So bright and shiny. In the early morning, birds would fly over the church.
Assalamu alaikum. Today my baby bird is flying for the first time. Wa alaikum assalam. Who holds you in the sky except Ar-Rahman?
Yes, Akhi, Shukr Allah. Grandpa Mountain had many trees all over his body. He looked like a green giant from distance. He had a beautiful river over his body. There were many animals living there for many years. The grandson mountain was being taller with every passing day. The Grandpa Mountain looked at his grandson with love and wonder.
Inshallah, one day he will be the tallest mountains on earth. He'll be the home of many animals and trees.
Just before the night, the evening breeze greeted them.
Promise yourself.
Assalamu alaikum ya Ki Mountain. Allah, how is your family doing? Allah sent me from the heaven, so you may thank Allah for all the blessings He has showered you.
Ah, Jazakallahu khairan ya Akhi Breeze. Indeed, we thank Allah day and night for all these blessings. We wish we remain like this forever and ever.
Everything went so well. Everyone was happy. I wish I could end this story here. But as the fate decreed, everything shall come to pass, even the good things.
One morning, like every other day, the birds chirped, the sun shone, but along with all this came a man from a distant village. He roamed around the mountains, saw the trees, took shelter under their shades, and drank sweet water from the river.
The trees happily gave him shade. The river was happy that he quenched his thirst because Allah created all for humans.
Hey, look at He is our protector. Allah created him to protect us. Oh, such coolness of mind. Let's bow down so that he feels comfortable. What a beautiful place. And the trees are so tall and strong. I can sell them at a very good price in the market. We must be thinking how to take care of us well.
In the evening, the man left, but the next day he brought many other medicines. They did not come in empty hands. They brought along many tools with them.
See, I told you guys, there are really nice and tall trees over here. We can sell them at a very good price in the market. Yes, let's cut them down. We can also sell this land in a very high price.
Yes, but guys, let's cut down the trees first.
We are going to make factories over here. Money's here, money's there. We're going to make parks over here. Money's here, money's
We
there.
are going to make markets over here. Money's here.
Come all of you workers who toil night and day, by hand and by brain, to earn your pay.
Suddenly, in the distance, one of the trees was falling down on the ground.
Subhanallah, what is happening? Before they got over the shock, few more trees fell on the ground. Crackle, crackle, crackle.
One of them saw and let others knew. It was one of the men. He cut down the tree with his saw. The trees were mourning in pain of the loss of the family.
How can they kill us when we are the source of food, shelter, and oxygen for them?
I thought men are very wise, but subhanallah, they are such ignorant. Don't they know cutting us down will cause climate change?
In the meantime, the men were busy throwing trashes into the river.
Such a serene place. The food is also very yummy. When I report the trash hour, the jungle broke into an area.
Let's throw them into the river.
We're going to make factories over here. Money's here, money's there. We're going to make parks over here. Money's here, money's there.
We are going to make markets over here. Money's here.
Come all of you workers who toil night and day, by hand and by brain, to earn your pay.
The little baby fish passed away from his own dad. Evening fell and the men left the mountain. Mountains, trees, river, and all the animals were shot, and everything fell silent. That evening, the evening breeze did not come. It was all quiet.
Next day, the group of men came again. All the animals and trees were fearfully waiting, thinking what is coming ahead. But this time, none of them cried, neither the trees nor the river. But before they could even realize, they saw the Grand Sand Mountain is getting smaller.
Don't hit me, don't hit me. If you cut me down, there is going to be earthquake on earth. Allah has created me as a pig to keep the earth stable.
We're going to make factories over here. Money's here, money's there.
We're going to make parks over here.
Money's here, money's
We
there.
are going to make markets over here. Money's here.
Come all of you workers who toil night and day, by hand and by brain, to earn your pay.
Trees are falling down. Birds are flying away.
Oh Allah, help us. We are dying.
This time, none of them cried. They were utterly shocked. Men were cutting down the mountains. All men left in the evening. All night Grandpa Mountain cried. The skewers were flowing like rains and created another river on the mountain range.
But the water of the river was not blue, it was black. And the water of the river was salty. It was a river created out of tears. Men are the protectors. They are the representatives of Allah. That is what they knew about him. They were all shocked and baffled. They cursed them all night. Mountains, trees, rivers, all cursed them all night until Fajr.
Duas are never unheard. Allah is the living God and He heard all the duas of His creation. He sent down a rain which lasted for 10 nights and 11 days. Villages were flooding. They were landslides. River was not there to hold the water. Trees were not there to hold the ground. River was filled with water because they would build houses and factories.
My friend
Oh Allah, what has happened today? Save us from this terrible and sad day.
Oh Allah, when people was never done any wrong, don't punish us for things have always been very strong.
Oh Allah, please take away this disaster. Bring your mercy upon us fast.
the men are in trouble, and they blamed Allah for their misery. But they forgot the sayings of Allah. Allah said in Surah Ash-Shura, whatever of misfortune befalls you, it is because of what your hands have earned.
None did Allah for the misfortune, but it is men themselves who to be blamed.
Oh Allah, what is happening today? Save us from this turmoil and sad day.
Oh Allah, we're people who has never done any wrong. Don't punish us for things we have always been very strong.
Allah, please take away this disaster. Bring your mercy upon us faster and faster.
Oh Allah, we are in pain and we have not done anything. Oh Allah, save us from the wrath. Don't let our good deeds be in this day.
Subhanallah, how forgetful we are. But all stories don't need to end this way. We can change our stories, we can. But the question... Let's not use this hand to destroy, which was created by Allah to build, but we can change our stories, we can. But the question is, will we?
We end our story here by asking this question to all. Will we change our state? Allah Ar-Rahman says in Surah Al, verse 11, indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves.
Promise yourself. Are you going to be the change maker? Promise yourself that you are going to make at least one change in your life from today.
Jazakallahu khairan.